Welcome back to 31 Days of Tony. This is day 30. This is today's inspo for this look. And before we get into the topic of this video, you know I have a to-do list. We're going to start with this Cute Bella moisturizing eye mask, and you have to leave it on for 30 minutes. While we wait on the eye mask, we're going to get into this hair because it is looking crazy. This is just a bottle of water and some oil, grapeseed oil to be exact, and I'm just spraying this all over my hair, and I'm going to comb it out with a wide tooth comb first, and then we're going to go back in with a regular pick and fluff this afro out to make it round and pretty. The afro is now fully fluffed out, and now it is time to take off these eye masks. So I did prep my skin off camera, and there is a little bit of oil left on my face from the face mask that I used. So I'm going to take these makeup wipes and wipe all of that oil off, because when you are doing clown makeup, it is not good to have a oil base. We're going to go in with the e.l.f. primer. Put it all over our face. Laying the eyebrows down with this Elmer's glue per usual. I really like using this even in my everyday makeup and also when I'm arching my eyebrows, because it really allows me to see what hairs I need to take off. Now we are starting on the base of this look with the Mehron Clown White, using a flat brush to draw out the heart shape first. I don't know if I pronounced that brand correctly, but it's good that you can read it for yourself. So when I'm drawing the heart on, I like to start at my lip because it makes it easier for me to draw the heart on my face. Then I go in with a makeup cleaner and a Q-tip and clean up any of the roughness and just make it more defined. Now that my face is prepped, we're gonna get into the topic of this video, and I want to talk about how to deal with jealousy, because it seems to be very heavy in these streets, and I definitely believe that social media is a big part of why a lot of people are dealing with jealousy and envy, because people are spending all their time on their phones looking at what other people are doing. So the very first thing that you need to do is figure out, are you the person receiving the jealousy, or are you on the giving end of that jealousy energy? Which one are you? Okay, now that you figure that out, here's another question. Are you being triggered when you get on social media, or are you being triggered in real life? And if you are being triggered from social media, the first thing you need to do is get off your phone. Get off your phone. It's not helping you. It don't matter whether you are on the receiving end or you are the person giving off jealousy. It's not helping you. Get off of your phone. Now, if you are experiencing this in real life, whether you are on the receiving end or on the giving end, you need to lessen your interactions with these people. It's not beneficial to any parties to keep going around people who are triggering you, or people who are giving off jealous energy. Like, why keep putting yourself in those situations? Go ahead, take it slow with that person if you need to give them space and time, or you can make the decision to completely remove those people from your life. It's up to you, but you do need to make a decision. When you are experiencing these things in your life, a good approach to take is out of mind, out of sight. Or is it out of sight, out of mind? You know what I'm saying. Out of sight, out of mind. If these people are not around you, if you take a break from social media, if you get off your phone, you're going to see a big difference in how you feel. And you're going to see a big difference in how you're being treated if you are on the receiving end, because it's going to be crickets. Everything is going to stop. Unless those people are very, very obsessed with you, and then you might have another problem. It's a different problem. I'm going to be using this black eyeshadow for my eyes. I say, if you're on the receiving end, make it harder for people to keep up with you. Make it harder for people to know what you got going on. Make it harder for people to have anything to look forward to be jealous of. If you take a break and nobody know what you're doing, nobody know the blessings you're receiving, how they gonna hate? They can't. And it don't mean that you should be hiding your blessings and that you shouldn't celebrate yourself. But it's definitely okay to protect yourself when you feel like you sharing good things in your life, and it feel like, damn, ain't nobody happy for me. Every time I post something good, I get nothing but negative energy. I think that's a good indication that you might need to take a break. And clearly you've been applying pressure, and it's too much pressure. Take your foot off their neck for a little while, just a little while. Just take a break for you, because you deserve to enjoy the fruits of your labor, and you deserve to enjoy all of your wins. And sometimes you gotta enjoy your wins in peace. Peace. The next advice I have for you is to get active. Go outside. It's about to be summertime. It's pretty as fuck outside. Go outside, get some sun, touch some grass. You think people petty when they saying that? But let me tell you, it can make a world of a difference in your life if you just simply take the time to go outside and enjoy your life and get some sun. It's what you need, trust me, it's what you need. You also can go to the gym, go work out, go take a run around your neighborhood. Go work out, get all of that energy out your body. Because if you're on the receiving end, you are receiving negative energy for no reason usually. And if you on the giving side, you giving negative energy for no reason. So you really need to get up, get active, go work out or something to get that energy out your body. And it can stimulate your mind and help you really identify where these feelings are coming from, or help you deal with being on the receiving end. And maybe it's something that you also might need to change about your behavior and what you're doing. So the next thing I'm going to tell you to do or advise you to do is read a book. This is a book that I'm reading right now. I think it's very popular for people to be reading self-help books. And for me, those type of books be stressing me out. Sometimes I literally just don't want to think about nothing, and I want to escape in what I'm reading. So I prefer to read fiction books and I really enjoyed this book. It's called The Murder Inn, because this should definitely be a movie or a series on Netflix because it's that good. When you are reading, your mind is focused on what you're reading, so it is definitely an escape from real life, and it slows your mind down and makes you be more present in the moment. So I suggest you grab a book and indulge. Try to stay away from self-help books, because that's just going to make you think even more about yourself and the things that might be going on in the relationships around you. It's not going to be very helpful. So I do advise you to find some type of fiction, pick up a magazine, something, read something to get your mind off of what is actually occupying your mind that shouldn't be. I'm gonna do my lips next, and I'm using this MAC pencil in the shade Night Moth, M-O-T-H, and this red Fenty lipstick. Another thing you can do is get a hobby. Find something that you like to do, or something that you've always wanted to learn how to do. Get a hobby. Learn a new recipe. I love cooking. I love learning how to make new things. So that's what I do. That's a hobby for me. And it's also a coping mechanism for me. If I'm stressed out or if I just want to relax, I go in the kitchen and I cook something, or I look up something on my phone, order some groceries, and I cook something. Because again, you are finding things that are making you be present and focused on that thing. So any type of hobby you get, whether it's painting, anything that makes you active or use your hands and your mind, is helpful, because you're not thinking about anybody else or anything else except for that thing. Okay, next I'm going to do my foundation, and I'm going to use these two items, mix them together to get the correct color, because this is giving very orange, and before I realized that it was not my shade, I didn't feel like taking it back to the store. It was probably a couple of weeks before I realized it wasn't my shade. So yeah, we're just stuck with it. Another thing that you can do is make a gratitude list, which I like to do. If you journal, sometimes I like to read my old journal entries. That brings me gratitude for where I'm at today. Because when you are jealous or envious of somebody, it usually is because you're not appreciating where you are, and also clearly you're comparing yourself and your journey to somebody else's, and that's not fair to you. It's also not fair to the person on the receiving end. I'm going to use this for my blush. I have definitely been jealous of people, and the way that when I thought about why I was feeling the way that I was feeling towards those people, it usually had nothing to do with them and everything to do with me. It wasn't even that I wanted exactly what they had. It was more so that I wanted to experience what they were experiencing. And the way I dealt with it is especially if it was on social media, I would literally unfollow the person, because why am I constantly watching somebody or keeping up with somebody who is triggering me? And at no point did I ever send that negative energy to them. When I realized that it was negatively impacting me, I unfollowed them. I will block people, because sometimes unfollowing is not enough, especially with today's social media. They can still pop up on your algorithm even if you don't follow them. So sometimes you have to block them, not because you don't like them, but so they won't keep popping up as a suggestion just because you used to follow them before. But yeah, I unfollow people if they are triggering me or making me look at myself and my journey and where I am. Sometimes if it's my friends, if it's somebody that's actually in my life that I'm jealous of, I'll make a joke of it and I'll tell them, I'm like, damn, I'm so jealous that you got to do that or you got to experience that. I want to be able to do that. And sometimes by admitting it to yourself and also the person will make you understand that it's not the person at all that you have an issue with, and that those feelings are very temporary, and you don't have to let them consume you and turn into envy and turn into something that you might not end up being able to control. So essentially, you can make light of a situation if you make a joke out of it. Even if you don't make a joke out of it, just simply say, damn, I'm jealous. Admit it to yourself, admit it to the person, if that person is in your life. And who knows, they might actually help you to get to the point that they're at. You never know what can happen if you just acknowledge those feelings and not let them consume you. I have also had people that I was jealous of business-wise, and I ended up working with those people eventually, and instead of sitting around with a stank face being mad that I'm not in their position, I took that opportunity to learn from them and moved on with what I learned. I didn't sit around trying to sabotage them or negatively impact them or give them any negative energy at all. I simply absorbed the information they were giving me, simply appreciated the opportunity to even be around them, because at the end of the day, like I said, for me, it's usually a person. When I'm jealous of a person, it's usually because of an experience that they are having that I have not had yet, that I want to have. Not really typically attached to anything materialistic or anything like that, or lifestyle, nothing like that. It's definitely usually an experience. So you can't let it consume you. That's all I can say. You can't let it consume you, because it can turn into something really nasty. And if you just take the time to take a deep breath and step away for a second, you can turn that jealousy into something very powerful that can help you get to where you want to be. Okay, now I'm about to use these studs to put over my face. I'm probably going to do the rest of my face off camera, just because all I have left is my eyelashes to do. And I never do that on camera anyway, so I'll be back. This is the final look. I definitely made the stars too big, so this was not a recreation of that picture. It's definitely giving inspo. I don't know why I always make my stars on my eyes too big. They'd be like humongous, but If you see from the side view, you can see it's a star. From the front, this corner looks a little off, but I like it. The spikes are cute. But anyway, I hope this video was helpful to you if you are experiencing jealousy and envy in your life, whether you're on the receiving end or you're the giver. I know it's very difficult to navigate those emotions, but they are very normal, and you should definitely not beat yourself up about it. I feel like a lot of people have not been taught how to deal with that emotion. A lot of people are generally told that that's a bad emotion to feel, and it's not bad, because I can tell you right now, I witnessed my dogs being jealous of each other, and I have had to teach them how to deal with it. And it is something that you have to work at on a regular basis, and definitely not let it consume you and turn it into something else. Because where I am from, I believe a lot of the gun violence is rooted in jealousy and envy. And it's something I take very seriously as a person who used to work in the emergency room where I'm from, and witnessing people constantly dying every day because that emotion of jealousy and envy consumes their life and the people around them to the point that they get harmed, or people want to do harm to them. So it can get very serious if you do not deal with it properly. I was never taught how to deal with jealousy, but I also am usually on the receiving side more than I feel jealous. But even when I feel jealous, like I said, I simply just either log off social media, I unfollow people, I remove myself from environments, I do all the things that I basically advise you to do. And it's very helpful to me to create a peaceful life and to just focus on gratitude and be present. Being present is really the answer for a lot of things when it comes to emotions. So I hope this video is helpful. If you like what you see, as usual, subscribe to this channel. Also follow me on TikTok. And that's all I got for y'all. Peace out.